Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the new release of Klawf in the Great League. And if you can hear it already, my voice is a little bit gone, but that should not stop me today. My voice has been gone basically for an entire week, but a lot of stuff pre-produced for this channel, so you maybe didn't even notice as much as there was a video basically every single day on this channel. Yeah, this is going to end with the pre-produced content today. There's one more video coming up for the new cup that's coming up later on today as well, but this is going to be it for that. Why did I pre-produce so much content is because, yeah, I am now father of a small, tiny girl that was born on the 2nd of January this year. So, yeah, I kind of want to have a little bit of time for supporting my girlfriend, as well as, of course, spending a little bit of time with the tiny one. Of course, I still will continue to do that, but I can at least going to try to do a little bit of content again now here towards this channel. But of course, again, my voice is still struggling a little bit, but I'm getting better as well. So, yeah, hopefully everybody had a great Christmas. Everybody had a great New Year. Yeah, I definitely had that. Of course, and if you enjoy the content, feel free to leave a like. Hopefully, this with a voice is not too bad January to listen to. It very likely is, but I still try my best here right now. And I assume, like, starting tomorrow, we're going to have a new cup again as well. I couldn't pre-produce for that one at all, of course. So hopefully, starting tomorrow, I will be able to sound A little bit better, and B, we're going to have some more nice, interesting content. But yeah, we're going to have here a new Pokemon that has been released today, which is this nice crab. And honestly, this boy was absolutely fantastic for whatever reason. I have no idea. Basically, we have 10 medals here today. I think I maybe missed recording 2 of them. Actually, it's so weird to go back to like trying to record stuff I haven't done for like just a little bit more than a week, to be fair. It's kind of weird for me at least. But anyway, we're going to have here now this Pokemon that we use as Says of the Klawf is going to be actually a very good Pokemon, which is kind of hilarious because you wouldn't really expect it. It's a pure rock type, which is generally seen as a pretty bad type. It is offensively quite solid, but defensively, like, you have quite a lot of weaknesses. So you have the weakness of fighting, steel, water, ground, grass. It's not a good defensive type at all. So that's going to be a little bit awkward. Then you have more awkwardness coming up here as well with the fast move of Mud Slap being not a stab move. And you only have, of course, one stab option, which is the rock type damage, which you're going to have here with your charge moves as well. But the one thing that really makes this Pokemon so interesting is that you have the combination of Mud Slap as well as Rock Tomb, which honestly gives this Pokemon a lot more play than you would imagine. And as you can see here as well, we're going to have the Sandslash up, and we're going to have here now the opponent's Sableye. I'm going to try to turn the clock here a little bit with my Body Slam, trying to swap out into my Wigglytuff, which I can do now. And as long as I don't have 2 Power Gems stored, I will guarantee win this battle. As you see here, the opponent will go down to another Char. So, next up, we're going to have Empoleon against us. This Pokemon is going to be bad for our lead, but we can swap out into our Klawf. And here's where this is kind of why this is actually working so well, is because of Mud Step as a fast move. It's a fast move that does some solid damage, and while it's not stab, it still hurts like Pokemon that you wouldn't really want to face with your lead, and it just sets up the gas turn quite nicely as well. Here, we are going to be able to let the move go. It is going to be the foul play, and I'm alright with that because I can at least align now my Wigglytuff, which can go for the full farm down. I'm trying to get as much energy here as possible. But as you see, as Super Powers coming in, we're going to be able to go for the full farm run against the opponent. And we try to swap out of here as well. Empoleon is coming in against us. We can try to smack them down as they're going to have here the Altara in the back. We're sadly kind of getting walled here. But this doesn't actually mean that this game is over yet, because we still have our Wigglytuff, and the Wigglytuff is going to be able to still have super effective charm damage. We still have a lot of energy on this Pokemon. So this game is actually kind of far from over, but still, it is going to be a bit interesting if we're going to be able to still survive here. As I'm going to try to swap out in time here. Let's see if I can do that. I cannot, as the opponent goes for the move here. I am kind of forced to let the move go, I think. Maybe in hindsight I should have shielded. Actually, maybe I would have given me a chance there, because then with one more charm I would have put them into Body Slam range anyway. But as you can see, I'm forced to shield here now. The opponent's going to swap out into the Empoleon. They get the free fast move in. And I know that I'm not going to be able to knock them out with one Swift at this point anyway. I just want to get them into range where I can farm them now with Charm. But it doesn't work, and we can move on to the next opponent now. So, we're going to have here the weekly tough against the Drapion. Shadow Drapion, again, a Pokemon that's going to be weak to Mudslap, and we have two Mudslappers in the back. In comes the Malamar. We can just go for the Rock Tomb to try to drop the opponent's attack, and that's just not a bad matchup at all for the Klawf. Like, honestly, this is the thing here for this Pokemon. You would expect this Pokemon has like a lot of struggles with the current meta, but because of how much damage you actually do with a Step Rock Tomb and the fast move pressure that you have, this thing is actually really, really good, which is so funny. Also, Delmice got released as a shiny this event, and I got one immediately from the premium researcher that I got like done basically in order to get the video here done for you today as well. So if you appreciate it, we would really appreciate it if you could leave a like here. The season is tough. This is currently, I think, the most likely lowest point in terms of interest for the season, which makes a lot of sense. So any kind of support I would really appreciate. Next season is going to be a whole different story. I can't wait for that one as well. We have a lot of like Pokemon tournaments coming up as well, and I assume that there's still going to be a change towards PvP this season, because otherwise it doesn't make sense to have an interlude season that we currently have going on. Yeah, usually they only do it in order to test some changes. Hopefully it's going to start soon, as you're going to be able to win this battle. So, next up, we're going to have actually a very favorable lead here. We have the Gourgeist against our Wigglytuff, and that is going to be a matchup where we can just go ahead and go for the Icy Wind against them, doing some super effective damage. They're forced to go for the Seed Bomb, which is not the strongest move, and so they stop out into the Togekiss, where I don't have the best Pokemon. And honestly, I kind of misplay this one a little bit, but let's take a look at how this is gonna go. The Side Shot's coming in. We're gonna be able to go for the Icy Wind against the opponent here as well again, which is going to allow us to get that shield from them, as we have now the Gastrodon. We're gonna have here now the no shield, I assume. The Aura Sphere is coming in. Yeah, it's not just no shield. It doesn't make sense anything else here. And we can go for the Body Slam spam. And I'm kind of hopeful that I'm going to be able to just win this matchup here, but they stop out into the Gourgeist. They can knock me out here. And I will let this go, because I thought most likely best to just keep the shield for the Klawf. But as you see as well, they're still going to get another move. I will let the move go as well here. And in comes now our Klawf, getting in a little bit of an energy advantage as well, as we have in the back here a Pokemon that we really want to see, the Bastion. The issue is here, I completely forgot on what they had in the back, and I forgot on kind of how much energy they had in the back there as well. And so as I use my shield here, this is actually game over, because of what we see as well. They survive with a Togekiss with a 1 HP in a Dream. And that is all it takes. That's honestly all it takes to knock me out. We can try to knock them still out, but again, they still have the Bastion. If I played better, I would have won this battle. No doubt about that. And that's not the Klawf's fault or anything. This, honestly, Klawf was actually core breaker for that core there, which is kind of hilarious. Okay, yet another Empoleon here. That is going to be a matchup, again, where we're going to be able to go ahead and go for the first move damage, as now the Rock Tombs are going to do some nice damage as well against the Gourgeist. And if they want to have perfect fast move timing, they don't go for that. I'm just going to be able to go for my own charge move now. Seed Bomb not going to be enough to knock me out. And I can just go straight from the Rock Tomb, which would knock them out here, which is amazing. So, with this, we're going to see as well that they're going to rather use a shield, which is fine. And we have our Wigglytuff now, which will be able to take that quite easily. We don't have to shield here at all. We have Alignment. We have the Gastrodon in the back still that doesn't go up against this Pokemon here, which would do a lot of damage against it. And we have energy on the Wigglytuff, but of course I still have the Empoleon that we have to deal with. We swap out straight into our Gastrodon, and then swap out into the Zapdos. It's a Pokemon that I really like to play as well. Actually, by the way, this is the first time I have played Go Battle League in like a week as well. Again, I think I had a little bit more important things to be doing. But as we see here, there's going to be the Body Slam coming in. We are going to be able to now get the shield from the opponent. As we see here, the roleplay coming through, this is going to get the damage onto them, and we can go for another Body Slam yet again, trying to get the KO against the opponent. And this is going to be enough, but we still have to deal with the opponent here as well, which we can do, as the Body Slam is going to be able to knock them out. And again, honestly, Klawf was such a perfect Pokemon to set up the core between the Wigglytuff as well as the Gastrodon. So, Charge Bug against us, that is going to be fine. We're going to be able to go for the Swift here. This Charge is the only thing they can go here for that is going to do some damage against us. And that's what they're going to decide to do as well. While we have a interesting team here, I kind of want to keep my lead healthy with energy, as we don't know what they have in the back yet. And so I swap out into my Klawf. They're going to go ahead and swap out into their Marowak, which is generally the worst matchup I can imagine here for my Pokemon. But luckily we still get the debuff onto them, which now allows me to get another debuff onto them, with the Icy Wind. So that -2 with their Marowak, which is going to be great because now I should be able to take that hit here quite easily, even though they do some sort of damage. Usually this is double the resist, like the double debuff basically, and yes, it's barely going to do any damage. We can go for another Swifting against the opponent as well, which are they going to let go, and now it's down to 1 Pokemon here, our Gastrodon against the opponent's Pokemon. We have a ton of energy advantage here with our Gastrodon, as we were able to farm down kinda the opponent's Judgebug. In comes though the Ferret, and this game is far from over. Ferret has the option to go for a super effective Trailblaze in order to knock us out here. But as we will see, we're gonna force the shield up here as well. We're gonna go for the Swift bait. Well done, but what I can do next is I can go ahead and go for the Body Slam there as well. And I'm going to be able to now go into my Wigglytuff to catch the move from the opponent. This is perfect, as this is going to allow us to take the Swift, farm them down here. And this should win us the battle, as we're going to be able to now go for a Body Slam or go for the full farm down here, both of which is fine. And we can move on to the next opponent. This was actually the first battle that I did with this team, which was against the Clefable, which I still remember, because I know that this Pokemon is going to be kind of tough for this team. And this kind of showcases a weakness of this team as well, against Steel-type leads. Well, we have a resistance against Steel-type damage in the back here with our Gastrodon. Our lead as well as our Say-Swap are both weak to the Steel typing. Generally speaking, it is not too bad, because there are not a lot of Steel-type Pokemon in terms of like, the damage of Steel coming out there in a lot of cases. Like we have Steel types like Bastiodon that doesn't run Steel type coverage, or for example, even something like the Alone Sandslash wouldn't take really this damage. It's kind of funny, so like it's looking alright here. But as you can see here, there is going to be now the Corsair against us, and that's going to be fine. We actually get a shield advantage there. But yeah, basically if we're going to encounter a Steel type in the lead that doesn't have Steel type damage, we're actually going to be alright. Because yes, so the Klawf is going to have the super effective fast move damage here of Mud Slap still, which would be then perfect for that scenario. But as you guys see as well, there's going to be the Shadow Dusknoir now in the back here, taking our charge move from our Gastrodon, and this is going to now allow us to get them super low. It's not going to be enough to knock them out, but it's going to get them low enough that we can go for the full farm run in time, and we still have a shield left as well, which we could use now. But I decided to go against it, and I decided to just go ahead and go for my Wigglytuff, which has already a charge move stored, and now I can guarantee win this battle by going for a Swift, and we will take this opportunity, and we can move on to the second to last battle for today's video. Yeah, again, sorry for the voice. I can't really do anything about it, of course. This is not my choice to sound like this. But I hope that hopefully tomorrow it's going to be better. It's already getting way better. I had actually, like, the last 2 days prior, zero voice. I couldn't actually talk really at all. So, like, it's going to get better here already. And again, this Pokemon is honestly such a cool one. I like the Klawf a lot. I think it's a great Say-Swap. I think it's only really good as a Say-Swap, to be fair, because you have the surprise factor for it. A lot of people would like want to swap out their Steel-type Pokemon into a Rock-type like this. But with the fast move of Mudslip, you're actually going to be quite solid with it. And so, it's a very surprising Pokemon for me, because I went so positive with this team. Like, I went super positive with this team. I think it's a Pokemon that, nobody's ever going to use really afterwards again. But I think it's going to be a Pokemon that, especially if it gets even another move update, it's going to be top meta. But even already, I think it's really underrated. I think it's going to be a Pokemon that's really solid. But I will tell you already, Claw will have a 0% usage stat for the Great League and League of Red League generally, because of the typing being quite bad defensively, and because it's not the type of Pokemon that people are currently running in the meta. That doesn't mean that it's bad though, so definitely make sure to maybe get yourself a good one here. As you can now here see the weakness against the Steel types with the Shadow Steelix against us, knocking us out here today, especially with a double attack boost. Final battle, we have the Dugong in the lead, and this is going to be alright. As we're going to try to go straight for the Swift, we should be able to outspeed them, which then allows us to get some damage in quite fast here as well. This is going to be the perfect play of doing it here. And now we're going to try our best to catch the move, but they actually went for one extra, which makes sense. Like, it's kind of, just makes some sense here as well. We're going to try to catch the move next, but they won't go for another move, which is fine. We are going to be able to shield this move up and now try to go to Klawf just to farm down. But funny enough, it actually doesn't really work out that well. We are going to get hit by another charge move here from the Dugong. And with that, we are going to let this move go. It's going to be the drill run coming in. We're very far behind. We're shield disadvantage. We are, Pokemon are nearly dead here. But We have still a Stunfisk, which is no right matchup for us, as we have, yeah, super perfect fast pressure here, which is going to be crazy good. And we also have the option to go for the debuffing moves, and the opponent actually used the shield here, not knowing what other moves they would have on this Pokemon. As we reveal the Fear on the back, we are going to be able to go ahead and just go for the Icy Wind, which is going to get the shield from the opponent. And now we are going to try our best to get another move up. But as you see here, I'm going to use a shield, but the opponent is actually going to be able to still reach another hit, which is really unfortunate because now they're going to knock us out here. And now it's all down to the Gaston to win this battle. And is it going to be enough to go for the Body Slam here? I just have to hope and pray. Well, let's find out. This is going to be now the Body Slam coming through. It is going to be enough, and with that, we are going to be able to win this battle. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like. And again, there's going to be more up-to-date content coming up now. And yeah, I will see you then. Bye-bye. As you can see as well, the Body Slam though. Still going to be able to get the knockout in the final one. And now it's bye-bye.